Rakesha says Alejandro is weak with words.
He doesn't communicate.
You know, like...
So she dated a smooth-talking guy, and she talked back.
Pins me up against the window, and we just proceed to make out in the 7-Eleven parking lot.
Meanwhile, he had a blind date where no words were needed.
We decided to go to a strip club. He didn't get a lap dance, I got a lap dance.
Now, will these two learn the language of love, or have a change of heart?
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. Now, this is the show where couples at a turning point in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new, so let's meet our couple. Now, she saw him from across a crowded dance floor and knew that she had to have him. So what'd she do? She boogies over, she shoves his dancing partner out of the way, and then lands a big love bite on the guy. Now, they've been doing the horizontal hula ever since that point. Please welcome Alejandro Graciano and Rakesha Elliott. Welcome to the show. You guys are here because after 4 months, you're starting to step on each other's toes a little bit. Alejandro, what's going on? Does she need dance lessons, or what's going on?
Oh, no, she needs sex lessons. I mean, she's not loose enough in the bed, you know? It's like...
What are you talking about?
A little inhibited, are you?
No.
She never takes off the shirt when you have sex, you know?
Why don't you take it off for me?
Yeah. What's stopping you?
Because she pulls it down, you know? I try to take it off, but
I
she pulls
admit
it
I'm
down.
a little self-conscious of my stomach area, but I've only done that like once or twice.
Let's go do sit-ups, let's go run, let's go... I mean...
So she'd be more confident about herself, right? Now, but Alejandro, what about the fact that even though she keeps her shirt on, is the sex still enjoyable?
Well, you know, like, we have some problems. Like, she's not really good with her mouth, you know? So... And it's like, no, she got no rhythm, you know, her teeth get in the way.
You are the one that practically eats me alive when you're trying to...
Now, Rakesha, let's move beyond the sex part. What about the fact, is Alejandro giving you what you want?
No.
No.
Why? I want to be number one. But I'm not. He's not giving me romance. He's not giving me really...
I mean, like,
Aren't you doing anything, Alejandro?
I'm 20 years old and she's 28, you know? It's like, I'm like... in my prime, you know, it's like it's like.
Yeah, but you still have to romance a little bit.
Yes, I mean,
you do nice things for her?
Yeah, I am romantic.
Oh, it's like, what have you done that's romantic?
It's like, you know, the night I gave you a flower when you were home by yourself.
A flower?
I watched her car, you know. It's like,
oh, that's romantic.
All right, well, he thinks he's trying anyway.
Yes,
what about in your relationship? Is Rakesha the jealous type?
Very jealous. You know, I mean, like, I'm you know, girls. Come to me, you know, like I really don't go to them, and like she just goes crazy and the jealousy stuff, you know. Especially one night, I think it was like 2 a.m. She went into my house and like my roommates were sleeping, and she's knocking on every window. She thought it was the girl inside with me. And
well, the reason why I get jealous is because when we go dancing, we dance together, but then when you go off dancing, you are practically having sex with them on the dance floor.
I don't go off.
Wow.
You're all going like this and like this.
While you're at the club.
They come to me. I'm dancing by myself.
Yeah, they come to you.
Yeah, kind of like, wait, kind of like what you did, Rakesha, when you met him. Yeah, a little bit of the same thing that was going on there. So you know that irresistible charm.
Yeah,
but when you have these problems, though, do you guys try to sit down and talk through these things?
We try to, but he doesn't communicate. He doesn't know anything about me, for one. He doesn't even know where I'm from, do you?
You're 20 years old.
Well, he knows that much. You don't even know where she's from, and you've been with her for 4 months. Hello?
Yeah. You don't know.
You got to have a conversation there somewhere. All right, now, Rakesha, if he's not making you number one, who's number one?
He is.
No,
he loves himself. He is number one.
It's all about Alejandro.
Myself, okay?
Like when he tries clothes on, okay, there's a mirror right here. He's like, he's like, I don't know if he's trying to see if he has a butt. I don't know, or if he's like really liking it. And then when you run in your little shorts.
It's all about you, Alejandro. What's going on there?
Hey,
okay.
No.
And Rakesha, now he appreciates the good things about himself. Do you see some of those good things?
Yes, I do. He is genuinely a caring person. He's been there for me when I was having problems with my family, and yeah, he's genuinely.
And Alejandro, there's obviously something there for you as well with Rakesha.
I mean, of course. I mean, like she's awesome. I mean, she's the best girl. You know, it's like I think she deserves, you know, more. Everything, you know. So
right. So you wish you could give her more and maybe express it a little bit better because she's not really feeling appreciated. Now, Rakesha, by doing the show and going on these dates, what were you hoping to gain?
I'm hoping to meet somebody my own age, somebody that can give me the romance, be more sensitive to my needs, because he's not in that place right now.
Right, so you're trying to figure out if the age difference is all that. Okay, well, we're going to find out because we gave Rakesha someone her own age to play with, and we're going to see what happened on their date when we come back, so stay with us. We're here with Alejandro and Rakesha. Now, Rakesha says that Alejandro makes a mime look talkative. He never puts her first, and he's fascinated by his own backside. So we set her up with a stud who can't keep his mouth shut and always puts his dames before his derriere. Please welcome Sean Ray. Sean, how you doing?
What's up, man?
You know Rakesha? So, Rakesha, I understand that you went to Sean's house for the
Right.
date because you live out of town. Is it the typical bachelor pad that you expected to find?
No. When I first walked in, the first the first things I noticed was Brad Pitt pictures everywhere, like on the wall and like on the TV. And I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah,
here?
what's that all about,
That's like-
Sean?
and then his roommate walked in. She's a girl, and she had a big magazine with Brad Pitt on it, and she was like, "Oh my God, Brad
Die
Pitt!"
Hard.
And so that's
okay.
then I'm
So-
like, okay.
You were like, oh my God,
I
what
didn't know if it was his
into?
idol or somebody he wanted to.
No.
Oh, and Sean, how about your first impression when you met Rakesha?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Big hazel eyes. I mean, she's got the most beautiful eyes. These big hazel eyes. She caught me off guard because usually people ring in. So I'm in my bathroom brushing my teeth and I hear a knock and my heart just goes right up into my throat. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so I walk out and we were, it's very awkward at first. So totally forgot to give her the roses that I bought. We're just kind of standing there looking at each other. I'm like, oh yeah. Took them off the couch and gave her a dozen roses.
Did you see
red roses?
Alejandro, a dozen roses, not just a flower.
No, just
a dozen.
one dozen.
Okay. So you're a little bit nervous, but you got over that, and then where'd you guys head to?
Went to my favorite spot in Malibu. It's up on a cliff. We hiked up a cliff, and I spread out a blanket, popped a bottle of wine, had some cut fruit, some peaches and strawberries, and we attempted to watch the sunset.
Now, Rakesha, you said you wanted some romance. How were you liking this?
It was actually very overwhelming because I had never been romanced before. I've never received that.
But it was effortless. It was effortless. I don't understand. I do not understand how he could overlook her and not want to do this.
And something that simple, or at least what you think is simple.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So Alejandro, really not that complicated. Why can't you do things like that?
I can do better things than that, okay?
But you haven't, though.
I've done better things than that. You just haven't done with
not
her.
with me.
You know?
It was just the beginning.
So Rakesha, you're up there. You're overwhelmed. You're up there with a great view. Was it nice?
It was nice. I mean, we went to see the sunset. It was cloudy, but then I got, he needed to change his shirt, and so he asked if it's okay if he could change his shirt. And I'm like, well, do you want me to turn around? I turned around, and then...
pick up line.
And then he...
Yeah, it
well,
worked.
so then I turned around because I couldn't help it, and I got a great view. He's got the chest, nice abs, and I got a great view.
Nice body. So your view up there was,
It was great.
more spectacular than you
Yes.
expected. And Sean, what about after the sunset and everything? Did you take her to dinner?
Oh yeah. Went to a place on the ocean again, and we had a great dinner and started laughing a lot. I mean, we started really, getting comfortable, and she started laughing. But she did this little thing at the end of each laugh. She would laugh and go. So I didn't know what to think at first. I thought, okay, maybe she's playing, but it kept on. So I started laughing. And next thing you know, we're falling all over each other. The waitress comes up laughing. And so the waitress comes up, and next thing you know, she has no idea why she's laughing, but she just starts laughing. All
So you're having a great
time. Everybody's looking at us, and we had a great time.
That's good. And Rakesha, what about the conversation at dinner? How was that?
Oh yeah, we had great conversation. I ended up knowing more about Sean than Alejandro. But the one thing about Sean is that he kind of talked a lot about himself.
I was comfortable.
He was talking a lot, a lot.
And Sean, did you learn a little something about her?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot. I learned about where she's from. She's been all over the country, and
Wait, you know her one day, you know where she's from.
quirky.
He knows her 4 months and doesn't know.
She's quirky. She's quirky like me. Yeah, we're both goofballs, and we're driving home from the restaurant. I happened to pop this tape in that I guess she liked because she proceeded to put on this rock concert for me. I mean, I look over, performing. Next thing you know, she's got a microphone. She's singing to a sea of people, like this. And I'm driving, So I'm driving, and she's singing. I'm like, all right, I can get into this. Next thing you know, I'm singing backup. We're just driving down the road. We got our own rock concert going, so.
Quite a performance.
Oh, yeah, it was a great performance. Oh, yeah.
And Rakesha, how do you follow something like that up?
Well, we went straight to a club and we danced to some 70s music, and it got to the point where I was looking over at him and I'm like, oh, you're dancing like Ricky Martin, and so I just started rubbing myself on him and dancing around him and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Living La Vida Loca or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
So, Sean, good vibes at the dance club are going on, obviously. Did they lead somewhere?
Yeah, so we're driving home.
They know.
We're driving home. I go into the 7-Eleven to get some water, and I'm coming out, and she's in my car, and she's just into the song, like this. And I'm like, all right. So I get in, and she looks over at me, and she's like, pretend you're my boyfriend. Pins me up against the window, and we just proceed to make out in the 7-Eleven parking lot with everybody in the 7-Eleven.
Rakesha, but how about the kiss, though, compared to Alejandro? How was Sean?
Sean is a great kisser.
It takes two.
It was like a kiss.
All right, so Sean, tell us where you're in the parking lot. Where did the night end up getting wrapped up?
In my bed. It ended up in my bed. I know. I offered to sleep on the couch, and just didn't happen that way. But she requested. I was trying to be a gentleman, so she requested that we put the pillows down the middle of the bed, as a border.
Sure.
Yeah.
We did.
No, we did, and we turned out the lights, and that lasted about 3 minutes.
So you crossed the border in a major way.
She crossed the border. We both. Yeah. The border was gone. Then.
You know what? I gotta ask you this though, because Alejandro says that he never gets to see her stomach because she's inhibited and keeps her shirt on. Did you get to see her?
I seen her stomach. I kissed her stomach. I had no problems with her stomach at all.
And she was a lot less inhibited, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, Rakesha. So for you, what overall things seemed easier with Sean?
Yeah, it was very, very nice. But it was almost like it was too easy. It was too accommodating, just no challenge. No.
Just no satisfying. Yeah, well, this guy's certainly a challenge, Alejandro, as far as that's concerned. So you're going to have to decide which you want. Will a night in bed turn Rakesha's head? We're going to find out later. Next, though, we're going to meet Alejandro's date, so stay with us. What happened on Rakesha's date with Sean. Now let's meet the gal that Alejandro dated. Alejandro says that Rakesha has the sexual flair of the flying nun and the jealous streak of Lorena Bobbitt. So we set him up with a hottie who made straight A's in sex ed and says that jealousy is juvenile. Please welcome Anita Karen. Hi, Anita. How are you? Rakesha, let me ask you, does Anita look like she's spicy enough for Alejandro? Now look who has no words. Alejandro, how did she come across on the phone when you first talked to her?
Well, when I first talked to her, she sounded like this cute little girl, It's like this choir singer,
All right, so what about when you saw her? Were you happy?
Yeah, of course. And like she had this tank top, like all the way here to stomach, And I got to see her stomach, more than Rakesha's.
So where did you guys go first? Did you go out to eat?
Yeah, we went to eat. We went to Taco Bell.
That's quick,
Okay. She had these game pieces, The game pieces you can win. So it's like I want to win. So let's go eat Taco Bell then.
So get a couple of tokens and see what happens. So Anita's not a big spender here. I mean, he's not a big spender.
No, actually, he didn't bring any money with him. I paid for Taco Bell.
Alejandro, come on. You're taking her out on a date. You're supposed to at least buy dinner. She buys you Taco Bell.
No, I actually paid for it. I didn't have, I usually pay for everything. But, this time's I felt like the girl, this time, she was driving, she was everywhere, leading me everywhere. So I was like, okay, you pay then.
Well, my question then is for Anita. On this date, was there at some point that you felt like the girl?
Yeah, there was one part where I felt like a girl. We went to a movie and it got kind of emotional, and I'm a little bit emotional. And I started to tear a little bit, and he kind of put his arm around me, and I thought that was really sweet.
Wow. See, Alejandro, I give you credit there. You take her a good tearjerker. That always. So we got Taco Bell, we got a movie. Then what was next, Anita?
Then we decided to go to a strip club.
Well, there's a big change.
He had never been to a strip club with a girl before, and he was really excited about it. So
Yeah, look at his eyes. He's like, yeah. Wow. and did you find yourself, in heaven or what, Alejandro? What was it like?
It was so sexy to watch her looking at other girls and girls looking at her.
I think it's sexy to watch women.
It's like.
And Anita, did he get a lap dance? Did you hook him up?
He didn't get a lap dance. I got a lap dance.
She got
That might be even better.
Yes, because I was the girl. And
Now, obviously, Anita, both of you guys are enjoying the stripper's body there. Did you sense that Alejandro was enjoying yours also?
oh yeah.
Yeah. There was one point where he made a comment to me that he, told me I had a really nice body, and I was flattered.
Did you turn him on?
Now,
He seems to get
just
turned
by
on by
looking at
everybody
me.
and everything.
Alejandro? Alejandro, earlier Rakesha was saying that you're kind of like a dirty dancer and girls come up to you in the clubs and stuff. Did you show some moves to Anita?
Of course, you want to see something?
Yeah.
You got a couple of moves? And Rakesha, this is why you get so upset, because he's just grinding away.
Yeah, more so, yes.
Basically.
It's okay. We did our own grinding, so.
Alejandro, so you guys left the strip club. How did you say goodnight?
Yeah, it was really nice. We went outside and we're gonna go to our cars, and we kissed, and it was getting tense, it was getting darker and tense, and I think it was when we spend more time together, we'll probably end up in back of my seat, the car.
You think so?
Yeah, but
We were both really turned on after being at the strip club,
but it's
watching a
Back
bunch
to
of
the
naked
car?
women.
I would
I was
imagine.
I was thinking,
You got in the back
Rakesha, it's like I didn't want to do it because of her, it's like I was thinking I didn't want to do to her,
Now, Anita, let me just get your opinion, because when I look at Alejandro and I look at Rakesha, it looks like maybe a bit of a mismatch going on here. You went out with the guy. What do you think?
I would agree. I think he's really wild and crazy, and he kind
Oh, and I'm
of
not.
needs
has
somebody who's not so much into the relationship thing, and I think I'm better.
So you think he might be it? All right, we'll find out. Was Anita able to strip away Alejandro's feelings for Rakesha? That's what we're going to find out next, so stay with us. Welcome back. We're here with Alejandro and Rakesha. Now, they both have a lot of fun together, and they care a lot about each other, but they want different things out of a relationship, and that's obvious. It's time to make a decision, and we're going to start with Alejandro. You first. You got some big problems with Rakesha, obviously, here. You did have a great date with Anita, more on the wild side and that kind of thing that you enjoyed a whole lot. We need to get your decision, though. What do you say?
Well, I really had a nice time with Anita, and we had this wild, time, and but and I think I realized, some things, I know what I'm missing, from Rakesha, and I think I want to stay.
Stay together. Okay. You sound a little hesitant. You don't sound real confident, but Anita, sorry things didn't work out for you. All right, Rakesha, let's get your decision. Alejandro says he wants to stay with you, but you said you want to be number one in the relationship, and you think he puts himself first, and you're not getting that. We sent you out with Sean. You guys had a really good time. What do you say?
Well, I had a lot of fun with Alejandro. We have a lot of fun. We had a great time, but I realized on my date with Sean that I can have fun and the romance all in one and get the things that I like. And
so you say?
So I...
And it's a crowd pleaser. Okay, Sean, is that all right with you?
Absolutely okay.
You're okay with that. Alejandro, Alejandro, you know, you're a little bit young. Maybe you learned some things here, take some notes about how to romance somebody, and next time around, it'll be a little bit different for you, and I'm sure there's somebody better suited for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's our show for today. Thanks to Alejandro and Anita. Good luck to Rakesha and Sean, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart.